Hello, everyone. Welcome back to reading numbers. This will be the final part. I think. Let me double check. This is 100% gonna be the last part. I think. 95% sure. But I hope everyone had a good week. I can't wait to get into this. We start off on 32 numbers 32:1. So if you want to read there, pause now. If you want to read with me, pause there. Pause now. Yeah. And we'll get right into it. Um, But if I hope everyone had a good weekend, and people who paused, I hope you're ready, and let's get into it, shall we? All right, 32:1. Now the children of Reuben and the children of Gad had a very great multitude of livestock, and when they saw the land of Jazer and the land of Gilead, that indeed what the region was a place for livestock. The children of Gad and the children of Reuben came and spoke to Moses and Eleazar the priest and to the leaders of the congregation, saying, Altaroth, Dibon, Jazer, Nimrah, Heshbon, Eli, Shabam, Nebo, and Beon, or Bone, the country which the Lord defeated before the congregation of Israel is a land for livestock, and your servants have livestock. Therefore they said, if we have found favor in your sight, let this land be given to your servants as possession. Do not take us over the Jordan. And Moses said to the children of Gad and the children of Reuben, shall your brethren go to war while you sit here? Now will you discourage the heart of the children of Israel from going over into the land of which the Lord has given them? Thus your fathers did when I sent them away from Kadesh Ben Barnea to see the land. For when we went up to the valley of Eshcol and saw the land, they discouraged the heart of the children of Israel, so that they did not go into the land which the Lord has given them. So the Lord's anger was aroused on that day, and he swore an oath, saying, surely none of the men who came up from Egypt, from 20 years old and above, shall see the land of which I swore to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, because they have not wholly followed me. Except Caleb, the son of Jephunneh, the Kenizzite, and Joshua, the son of Nun, from they have wholly followed the Lord. So the Lord's anger was aroused against Israel, and he made them wander in the wilderness 40 years until all the generation that had done evil in the sight of the Lord was gone. And look, you have risen in your father's place a brood sinful men to increase still more the fierce anger of the Lord against Israel. For if you turn away from following him, he will once again leave them in the wilderness, and you will destroy all these people. Then they came near to him and said, we will build sheepfolds here for our livestock and cities for our little ones, but we ourselves will be armed, ready to go before the children of Israel until we have brought them to their place. And our little ones will dwell in the fortified cities because the inhabitants of the land. We will not return to our homes until every one of the children of Israel has received his inheritance, for he will not inherit with them on the other side of the Jordan and beyond, because our inheritance has fallen to us on this eastern side of the Jordan. Then Moses said to them, if you do this thing, if you arm yourselves before the Lord for the war, and all your armed men cross over the Jordan before the Lord until he has driven out his enemies from before him, and the land is subdued before the Lord, then afterward you may return and be blameless before the Lord and before Israel, and this shall be your possession before the Lord. But if you do not, hold on, sorry, I'm losing my place. But if you do not do so, then take note you have sinned against the Lord, and be sure your sin will find you out. Build cities for your little ones, and folds for your sheep, and do what has proceeded out of your mouth. And the children of Gad and the children of Reuben spoke to Moses, saying, Your servants will do as my Lord commands. Our little ones, our wives, our flocks, and our livestock will be there in the cities of Gilead. But your servants will cross over, every man armed for war before the Lord to battle, just as my Lord says. So Moses gave command concerning them to Eleazar the priest, to Joshua the son of Nun, and to the chief fathers of the tribes of the children of Israel. And Moses said to them, If the children of Gad and the children of Reuben cross over the Jordan with you, every man armed for battle before the Lord, and the land is subdued before you, and you shall give them the land of Gilead as a possession. But if they do not cross over armed with you, they shall not have possession among you in the land of Canaan. Or they shall have possessions among you in the land of Canaan. Then the children of Gad and the children of Reuben answered, saying, As the Lord has said to your servants, so we will do. We will cross over armed before the Lord into the land of Canaan, but the possession of our inheritance shall remain with us on this side of the Jordan. So Moses gave to the children of Gad, to the children of Reuben, and to half the tribe of Manasseh, the son of Joseph, the kingdom of Sion, king of the Amorites, and the kingdom of Og, king of Bashan, the land of the cities within the borders, the cities of the surrounding country. And the children of Gad built Dibon and Ataroth and Enur. Arur? I don't know. Aruth and Sophon, and Jazer and Jogbethah. Beth Nimrah and Beth Haran, fortified cities and folds for the sheep. And children of Reuben built Heshbon and Elah and Kirjamathian. I said those wrong. I am sorry. Nebo and Baal Meon, their names being changed, and Shibmah, they gave other names to the cities which they built. And the children of Machir, the son of Manasseh, went to Gilead and took it, and disposed the Amorites who were in it. So Moses gave Gilead and Machir, the son of Manasseh, and he dwelt in it. Also, Jair, the son of Manasseh, went and took its small towns and called them Havoth Jair. And then Nabo went and took Kenneth and its villages, and he called it Nabo after his own name. These are the journeys of the children of Israel who went out of the land of Egypt by their armies under the hand of Moses and Aaron. Now Moses wrote down the starting points of their journeys at the command of the Lord, and these are their journeys according to their starting points. They departed from Ramesses in the first month on the 15th day of the first month. On the day after the Passover, the children of Israel went out with boldness in the sight of all the Egyptians, for the Egyptians were burying all their firstborns, whom the Lord had commanded killed among them. Also, their gods, the Lord had executed judgments. Then the children of Israel moved from Ramesses and camped in Succoth. They departed from Succoth and camped Etham, which is on the edge of the wilderness. They moved from Etham and turned back to Harioth, which is the east of Baal Zephon, and they camped near Migdol. They departed from before Harith and passed through the midst of the sea into the wilderness, went 3 days' journey in the wilderness of Etham, and camped at Marah. They moved from Marah and went to Elim. At Elim were 12 springs of water, 70 palm trees, and they camped there. They moved from Elim and camped by the Red Sea. They moved from the Red Sea and camped in the wilderness of Sin. They journeyed from the wilderness of Sin and camped at Dothkah. They departed from Dothkah and camped at Alush. They moved from Alush and camped at Rephidim, where there was no water for the people to drink. They departed from Rephidim and camped in the wilderness of Sinai. They moved from the wilderness of Sinai and camped in Kibroth Hattava. They departed from Kibroth Hattava and camped at Hazeroth. They departed from Hazeroth and camped at Rithmah. They departed from Rithmah and camped at Rimmon Perez. They departed from Rimmon Perez and camped at Libnah. They departed from Libnah and camped at Rissa. I'm assuming. They journeyed from Rizza and camped at Kalatha. They went from Kalatha and camped at Mount Shepir. They moved from Mount Shepir and camped at Harada. They moved from Harada and camped at Machheloth. They moved from Machheloth and camped at Tahath. They camped from Tahath and camped at Terah. They moved from Terah and camped at Mithkah. They went from Mithkah and camped at Hashmona. Hashmona? I'm so sorry. I'm getting that wrong. Mosroth and camped at Ben Jakin. They moved from Ben Jakin and camped at Hor Hagidgad and went from Hor Hagidgad. It's a tongue twister, that one. And camped at Jotbatha. And moved from Jotbatha and camped at Abronah. They departed from Abronah and camped at Ezion Geber and moved from Ezion Geber and camped in the wilderness of Zin, which is Kadesh. They moved from Kadesh and camped at Mount Hor on the boundary of the land of Edom. Then Aaron the priest went up to Mount Hor at the command of the Lord and died there in the 14th year after the children of Israel had come out of the land of Egypt on the first day of the 5th month. Aaron was 123 years old when he died on Mount Hor. Now the king of Arad, the Canaanite who dwelt in the south of the land of Canaan, heard of the coming of the children of Israel. So they departed from the Mount Hor and camped in Zalmon. They departed from Zalmon and camped at Punon, and departed from Punon and camped at Oboth. They departed from Oboth and camped at Abiram at the border of Moab. They departed from Ijim and camped at Dibon Gad. And when they moved from Dibon Gad, they camped at Almon Diblathium. They moved from Ablon Diblathium and camped in the mountains of Abrium before Nebo. They departed from the mountains of Abrium and camped in the plains of Moab by the Jordan across from Jericho. They camped by the Jordan from Beth Jeshimoth as far as the Abel Asiah Grove in the plains of Moab. Now the Lord spoke to Moses in the plains of Moab by the Jordan across from Jericho, saying, "Speak to the children of Israel and say to them, when you have crossed the Jordan into the land of Canaan, you shall drive out all the inhabitants of the land before you and destroy all their engraved stones, destroy all their molded images, and demolish all their high places. You shall dispossess the inhabitants of the land and dwell in it. For I have given you the land to possess. You shall divide the land by lot as inheritance among your families. To the larger you shall give the larger inheritance. To the smaller you shall give a smaller inheritance. Um, there's there everyone's inheritance shall be whatever falls to him by lot. You shall inherit according to the tribes of your fathers. If you do not drive out inhabitants of the land from before you, it shall be that those whom let remain shall be inheritance in your eyes and thorns in your sides, and and they shall harass you in the land where you dwell. Moreover, it shall be that I will do to you as I thought to do to them. Then the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, "Command the children of Israel and say to them, when you have come into the land of Canaan, this land that shall fall to you as an inheritance, the land of Canaan to its boundaries. Your southern border shall be from the wilderness of Zin along the border of Edom. This is your southern border, shall extend eastward to the end of the Salt Sea. Your border shall turn from the southern side of ascent of Akrabim, continue to Zin, and be on the south of Kadesh Barnea. And it shall go on to Hazor Adar, and continue to Asmon. The border shall turn from Asmon to the brook of Egypt, and it shall end at the sea. As for the western border, you shall have the great sea for a border, and it shall be your western border. It shall be your northern border from a great sea. You shall mark out your border line to Mount Or. From Mount Or you shall mark out your border to entrance to the entrance of Hamath, when the direction of the border shall be toward Zedad. The border shall proceed to Ziphron. It shall end at Hazar Enan. It shall be your northern. This shall be your northern border. You shall mark out your eastern border from Hazar Enan to Shepham. The border shall go down from Shepham to Riblah on the east side of Ain. The border shall go down and reach the eastern side of the sea of Chinnereth. The border shall go down along the Jordan. It shall end at the Salt Sea, and it shall be your land in its surrounding boundaries. Then Moses commanded the children of Israel, saying, "This is the land which you shall inherit by lot, which the Lord had commanded to give to the 9 tribes, and to give the half tribe. For the tribe of the children of Reuben, according to the house of their fathers, and the tribe of the children of Gad, according to the house of their fathers, and have received their inheritance. And the half tribe of Manasseh has received its inheritance." The 2 tribes and the half tribe have received their inheritance on the side of the Jordan across from Jericho, eastward toward the sunrise. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, "These are the names of the men who shall divide the land among you as its inheritance: Eleazar the priest, and Joshua the son of Nun. You shall take 1 leader of every tribe and divide the land for the inheritance. And these are the names of the men from the tribe of Judah: Caleb, and the son of Jephunneh. I don't know. From the tribe of children of Simon, Shmuel, the son of Amihud. From the tribe of Benjamin, Elidad, the son of Chishlon. A leader from the tribe of the children of Dan, Buki, the son of Jogli. From the sons of Joseph, a leader from the tribe of the children of Manasseh, Hanaleel, the son of Ephod. And the leader of the tribe of the children of Ephraim, Kemuel, the son of Shiftan. A leader from the tribe of the children of Zebulun, Elizaphan, the son of Parnak. A leader from the tribe of the children of Ishkar, Palito, the son of Azan. The leader of the tribe of the children of Asher, Eliad, the son of Shelomi. And the leader of the tribe of the children of Naphtali, Pedahil, the son of Amihud. These are the ones which the Lord has commanded to divide the inheritance among the children of Israel in the land of Canaan. And the Lord spoke to Moses in the plain of Moab by the Jordan across from Jericho, saying, Command the children of Israel that they give the Levites the cities to dwell in from the inheritance of their possessions, and you shall also give the Levites common land around the cities. They shall have the cities to dwell in, and their common land shall be for their cattle, for their herds, and for all their animals. The common land of the cities, which you shall give to the Levites, shall extend from the wall of the city outward 1,000 cubits all around. You shall measure outside the city on the east side 2,000 cubits, on the south side 2,000 cubits, on the west side 2,000 cubits, and on the north side 2,000 cubits. The city shall be in the middle. This shall belong to them as a common land for the cities. Now among the cities which you shall give to the Levites, you shall appoint 6 cities of refuge, to which a manslayer may flee. And to these you shall add 42 cities. So all the cities you give to the Levites shall be 48, and you shall give with their common land. And the cities which you shall give shall be from possession of the children of Israel. From a larger tribe you shall give many, from the smaller, and you shall give the smaller you shall give few. For each shall give some of its cities to the Levites in proportion to the inheritance that each receives. Then the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Speak to the children of Israel and say to them, when you cross the Jordan into the land of Canaan, you shall appoint cities and be cities of refuge for you, that the manslayer who kills any person accidentally may flee there. They shall be cities of refuge from the avenger, that the manslayer may not die until he stands before the congregation in judgment. And of those cities which you give, you shall have 6 cities of refuge. You shall appoint these cities on the side of the Jordan. 3 cities you shall appoint in the land of Canaan, which shall be the cities of refuge. These 6 cities shall be refuge for the children of Israel, for the stranger, for the sojourner among them, that anyone who kills a person accidentally may flee there. If he strikes him with an iron implement so that he dies, he is a murderer. The murderer shall be put to death. If he strikes him with a stone in hand by which one could die, and he does die, he is a murderer, and the murderer shall be surely put to death. Or if he strikes him with a wooden hand weapon by which one could die, and he does die, and he is a murderer, and the murderer shall surely be put to death. The avenger of blood himself shall put the murderer to death, and when he meets him, he shall put him to death. If he pushes him out of hatred while lying in wait, hurls something at him so that he dies, or inimically he strikes him with his hand so that he dies, the one who struck him shall surely be put to death. He is a murderer. The avenger of blood shall put the murderer to death when he meets him. However, if he pushes him suddenly without enmity, or throws anything at him without lying in wait, or uses a stone by which a man could die, throwing it at him without seeing him, so that he dies while he was not his enemy or seeking his harm, the congregation shall judge between manslayer and the avenger of blood according to these judgments. So the congregation shall deliver the manslayer from the hand of the avenger of blood, and the congregation shall return him to the city of refuge where he had fled, and he shall remain there until the death of the high priest who has anointed with the holy oil. But if the manslayer at any time goes outside the limits of the city of refuge where he fled, the avenger of blood finds him outside the limits of the city of refuge, and the avenger of blood kills the manslayer. He shall not be guilty of the blood, because he should have remained in the city of refuge until the death of the high priestess. But after the death of the high priestess, the manslayer may return to the land of his possession. And these things shall be statute of judgment to you throughout your generations and all your dwellings. Whoever kills a person, the murder shall be put to death on the testimony of witness, and one witness is not a sufficient testimony against the person for the death penalty. Moreover, you shall take no ransom for the life of murder who is guilty of death, and he shall surely be put to death. You shall take no ransom for him who has fled to the city of refuge, and that he may return to dwell in the land before the death of the priest. So you shall not pollute the land where you are, for the blood defiles the land, and no atonement can be made for the land. For the blood that is shed, except the blood of him who shed it. Therefore, do not defile the land which you inhabit, in the midst of which I dwell. For I, the Lord, dwell among the children of Israel. 36. Final one. 36:1. Now the chief of the fathers of the families of the children of Gilead and the son of Machir, the son of Manasseh, the families of Joseph, came near and spoke before Moses and before the leaders and the chief fathers of the children of Israel. And they said, The Lord commanded my Lord Moses to give the land as an inheritance by lot to the children of Israel, and my Lord was commanded by the Lord to give the inheritance of our brother Zelophehad to his daughters. Now, if they are married to any of the sons of other tribes of the children of Israel, then their inheritance will be taken from the inheritance of our fathers, and it shall be added to the inheritance of the tribe which they marry, so it will be taken from the lot of our inheritance. When the Jubilee of the children of Israel comes, then the inheritance will be added to the inheritance of the tribe into which they marry, so their inheritance will be taken away from the inheritance of the tribe of our fathers. Then Moses commanded the children of Israel according to the word of the Lord, saying, What will the tribe of the sons of Joseph speak is right? No, he said, what the tribe of the sons of Joseph speaks is right. This is what the Lord commanded concerning the daughters of Zelophehad, saying, Let them marry whom they think is best, but they may marry only within the family of their fathers' tribes. So the inheritance of the children of Israel shall not change hands from tribe to tribe. For every one of the children of Israel shall keep its inheritance of the tribe of their fathers. And every daughter who possesses the inheritance in any tribe of the children of Israel shall be a wife of one of the family of her father's tribe, so that the children of Israel may possess the inheritance of its fathers. Thus no inheritance shall change hands from one tribe to another, but every tribe of the children of Israel shall keep its own inheritance. Just as the Lord commanded Moses, so the daughters of Zephorlad, so did the daughters of Zephorlad. For Malah, Tizerah, Hoglah, Milcah, and Noah, the daughters of Zephorlad, were married to the sons of their father's brothers. They were married into the families of the children of Manasseh, the son of Joseph, and in their inheritance remained in the tribe of their father's family. These are the commandments and the judgments which the Lord commanded the children of Israel by the hand of Moses in the plains of Moab by the Jordan across from Jericho. Bam! And we are done with Numbers, everyone. This was a long one. This was indeed a long one. Also, partly by fault of a lot of technical issues and a lot of not longer videos due to, different issues. But yeah, there we go. Done with Numbers. The recap will be next week. I hope everyone had a good time watching this. And feel free to leave a like or comment. Or if you're not subscribed, you can subscribe if you want. I'll be doing this for quite a long time. We got all this to go through. But I appreciate everyone who continues to watch these. And hope you guys have a good rest of your week. I'll see you guys next week. Later, Gator.